Welcome back to Mini Motorways, and it's our daily challenge time. So we've got Mumbai, more bridges, and I don't think there's any traffic lights. No traffic lights awarded. The speed limit is increased on bridges, so we know bridges are going to be another concern. Another don't we get rail together? You know, like two rails. Two rails don't make a right. I don't even think I don't even think that works. And I don't even know why I'm laughing at my own joke. Never mind. They don't let me out very often. So stupid. I mean, it is 1:30 in the morning, so I suppose I've got to laugh at something. Let's do that as a... For now, obviously, I can't do in the previous one. I'm gonna do a few little naughties because I pushing, you know, you're allowed to do this. Did I? I did, yeah. I think the rail's so slow. And I think that's what I should have done in the last one and pushed that up there. I keep meaning to do it, to be honest, and I keep forgetting. But you can do a little legally push. See what I mean? It'll push them away from each other. Now, it would be better to take this one out and have this one connected to this. And this one could be connected if we take a few of these out. Possibly that one. We are coming on Sunday anyway. Or coming to Sunday. I know what I meant. A roundabout. Right, let's roundabout that one. No, there, like so. I found you don't want many colours connected to. I'll try and say that again in a minute. We've got 20 something. I'd rather push this up here. In fact, I'd rather have it like there, I think. One, because it pushes things out the way. And it gives us a better chance to... No, they won't be able to get one in there. You can't have one because of zoning, so I don't think it'll allow one in here. That's a bit of a pain. That's another bit of a pain. That is a complete pain. I'll have to keep that there for now. Right, I don't need to take anything out then. Roundabout or 30. Well, it's going to have to be 30 in it. It certainly is. I could, just for now, do this. That would allow them to be in the game. Although I'll tell you something, instead of doing it like that, let's do it like that. The reason why is then that way I don't need to worry about another business really. I don't think it would get another one in there, to be honest. We've got to decide. Right, so the decision's been made, but this one is going to go for this one, although I don't want to get rid of that. This can go for there. This now can go for there, taking out this as well. Well, I don't really... No, I'm going to extend that. Because if I want that back again, it stops something being in here. I also don't want too much to be in there and there as well. The more you can push the more you can push the businesses out from wherever they are, the better you actually are in the game, I think. Now the option is to take that round there, but really worried too much. Now we have no motorways in this so far. It would be a good idea to, with Sunday would come on. Thank you very much. I'll go for the bridge for obvious reasons. I'm going to connect this, but I'm not going to connect that one because that gives me 2. This is wanting 3, you see. Now it's wanting 4, so it makes sense. Bugger. It got in there. Good. But let's connect that to that. This has got still 4. I've got an extra one to go to there if I need it. I'm waiting. If there's 5 come on before these get down. 2, 3. That's fine. The train is not going to get there before these get past. But it'll have to stop now. That's fine. I think we'd only ever get another train. Well, actually, normally there's a train in there, I think, as well. But I'm blocking it from being in here. Station, sorry. Not a train. That is the train. It's this area here that I'm going to be worried about. I will go for the 20. That'll come out in a minute because this is the closest one to it. Not bad. Train station one seems so slow. It's just like you have to work your fingers to the board and then you don't get anywhere. I've got the two, but I've also got the one up there as well. So I'm just gonna push this way, I think. So I mean it's gonna get stopped by that anyway. I'm quite surprised there's absolutely no motorways in this game whatsoever. Not a sniff of one. I'm gonna go back to a bridge game. I know for a fact that this game loves those bridges. Oh, this map loves its bridges. Bridges. Although we did surprisingly get another one on there. I could cover this by doing that. Or that. That means it'll cover both of them at the same time then. Right, I am going to push this one up here. And then we're going to go for that. I don't think it'd be worth... Oh, that's definitely not what I want. Doing that. That takes at least one of them off the... I don't have any traffic lights, so I can't really... Oh, because there isn't any traffic lights in this one, is there? But at least it's directly closer instead of taking up this blue. Although blue's perfectly fine. Stations are us. I have 242 points in a dream. Could I justify a roundabout anywhere? Which would help. Now, it would help there, I suppose. I do have 3. Yeah, let's just tidy this up a little bit. That'll speed up the, it'll speed it up to a certain degree, but at least it'll go in there, like, yeah, that's a bit better. It does encourage them, though, to potentially be larger. It probably would be a good idea to think about getting this one. Oh, that's going to cause an issue, isn't it? This here, that's far too many yellows. If I don't catch them early enough, then now this roundabout started to get busy. See, you know what I mean? Now we're gonna start having a problem. Let's send all them this way, which means they're all gonna come around there and not past this link here, because they'll all go in here. This obviously gonna stop them. Blue can only be connected to blue that way, which is fine. That's fine. I'll give it another 2. I don't want that or that. They can't get down to it anyway. Well, they could get down to it actually. I could... I do not want it to go through there. But if they do need an extra... They could go, ha 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 ha. Right, motorway, pause. Let's take out this. Unfortunately, though, that means the roundabout's going to have to go because the roundabout cannot pause. The advantage of this now, though, is this should not do that. Get off. Get off, get off, get off. I flipping hate that. When it interferes with that. Right, let's put that back again. Because now we've got the motorway over, that should alleviate that problem. I'll put this one this way. That will alleviate that problem. I've also got the option of doing that, so that's 2. I don't know where that's going, actually, because that's going nowhere near it should be. They're probably going to come up here. Yeah, everything's just gone hyper aggressive now. Damn. Will we? We'll go for bridge, pause. Oh, here we go. Let me know. Oh, wait, just got it. Just got it before. I got that one before as well. This is starting to cause an issue. It's this blockage up here. As I said, once you get too many, see that roundabout would have been fine, but the problem being is I'm not going to be able to get the. Saying that I would have done if I'd have done that and maybe done it here and exited it that way. Actually, let's connect them that way. That might solve a few problems if they're going. Yeah, that'll solve a problem. That stops them from going in there. Oh. I'm going to cut this off. That means they're only going to get every bit. Oh, hell's fire and brimstone. Not a great one. Not a great one. I think the mistake I made, I should have kept the roundabout and moved the motorway to the top, as I said, to the top right-hand side of that little notch. I didn't want, because you can't have the motorway connected to the roundabout seat directly. You need one spare, and that's why I took it out. And I think that's what caused the problem, because obviously the roundabout's going to allow them to free up. But the problem is there's more colours going to that than really a roundabout can take. So anyway, I hope you enjoy that. We will see you in tomorrow's daily. Bye for now.